Jasmine Gerard. This is Meg Grammy. Please explain your profession.
Well, I'm retired right now, but when I did work, I worked in banking. I worked at United Community Bank in the operations area. I was director of deposit operations.
Okay. What educational background is needed in order to perform your profession?
I had a high school education, but when I started in banking, I did take banking classes to help me fully more understand what banking was all about, and it did help me.
Okay. Do you speak Spanish in your job?
No.
Would you use it if you could speak it?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Would you use this use of Spanish in your profession benefit you and your business?
It would, yes, it would.
And how would it?
If we have Spanish-speaking customers, we need people who can speak Spanish in order to translate, to the other people what the customer needed.
Okay. Does your job require you to distribute any information in Spanish?
No, it didn't at the time I was working.
Does your profession exist in a Spanish-speaking country?
No.
Would you ever consider moving to a Spanish-speaking or foreign country for your job?
Well, that's kind of hard to answer. If I was younger, a younger person probably would consider moving, but I myself probably wouldn't.
Okay. If your profession paid more money to bilingual employees, would you be willing to learn Spanish and use it in your profession?
Yes, I would.
How much money would it have to be in order to interest you?
Well, if my job required me to learn Spanish, then I would be willing to learn Spanish, no matter what, the amount of money that they were paying the employees that were bilingual. So I would be willing to learn Spanish.
Okay. Have you ever traveled outside the U.S.?
Yes.
Where have you traveled?
To Europe, to London.
Do you have any encounters in which it would have been beneficial to speak another language?
No, never didn't run into anything, like that.
Okay. In your opinion, what holds people back from learning another language?
In my opinion, as to what holds people back from learning another language is learning another language to me is hard, and a lot of people just don't want to learn another language.
Okay. At what point do you feel that learning a new language is a priority?
If you're in a profession that where there are a lot of bilingual people, that speaks different languages, such as teachers, doctors, nurses, in those type fields, even business people, they would need to be able to speak that country's language.
Okay. Did you take a foreign language in high school?
I did, but that was a long time ago.
What language was it?
I took Spanish.
Do you remember anything from the class?
Very little.
If you had to go back and take the class again now, do you think you would approach it differently?
Yes, I would.
And how would you
I would try harder. At the time that I took Spanish, I didn't think I would ever need it, and haven't had to have it, but I would approach it differently